everybody, let's get started. Let's get ready for a lovely Friday. Everyone all psyched for the weekend? A little beautiful day here in New York. I don't know how's the weather where you guys all are. Welcome back for another morning cyber group meeting. How's everybody doing? Wayne, you made about a little bit. Wayne, that's all you made, 2 cents on EBON. I know it's pretty bad out there right now. Sunny where you are? Good. Sunny and warm, Kathy. It's nice. Nice to get getting close to spring. It's pretty. I came back from Florida. I'm starting to peel. I don't know if you guys could see that, but terrible. But hopefully everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, welcome back to the morning show here for day traders. We're going to talk about what's moving on again this morning. I'll tell you, yesterday was terrible. It was terrible. I mean, I was just talking to Josh. I'm like, Josh, what really moved yesterday? I think the only thing that was pretty good was the shorts. And I mean, April 15th, historically, tax season, that's basically what it's all about. Not much going on. But other than that, like you can look at the space trade right here. And that was really like the only thing that was moving. I mean, look at that thing. 930 ran from like 25 down to 22. The chart is prettier than the move. The move is not even a lot. I mean, come on, seriously? $2, it's all you can give me? I mean, like, there was really not a lot going on there. There was a couple other stocks, too. Tilray was I lost money yesterday. TLRY. I did a swing trade on that one. I just ended up getting out of it. I had it from 2 days. I bought it, and then it started going down. I said, you know what? Let me get the hell out of this thing. It's a good thing I got out of it because, you know what? I would have got crushed on that trade. Not crushed. I don't call that crushed. But, I would have lost money on that trade. It just was not good. The only thing that was pretty interesting, which is moving this morning, is EBET. That was that new IPO that came up. I don't know what the hell happened with EBET, but this thing started at around $40. It dropped almost all the way down to $20. You could see it right here. And all of a sudden it started going back up, and you know what? I kind of thought, like, if you price an IPO at a right price, you should be fine. But that thing right there moved up pretty nicely. And then that was probably the only thing that moved really nice going into the afternoon is EBET. And then I don't know what happened around 5 o'clock this morning. The thing was shot down to 72. Holy crap, that's unbelievable. Congratulations, whoever held it overnight. I know I didn't. All right. But anything that has to do with esports, anything with the word sports in it, is obviously going to ring a bell, and I'm going to keep a close eye on that one on EBET. But the big news is, before we get started, I want to talk about cryptocurrencies because, that's all over the news, right? So I want to talk about coin. So coin, basically, let me just bring this chart right here. You can see what happened because we've been trading about 2 days. So coin is got to be really careful because it's got a lot of support levels right around here, around 310. Remember, the stock went up to 430. The difference between this stock right here, how it was traded publicly compared to other stocks that are traded publicly, is that this stock, the people who own it were allowed to sell it, which is very rare because usually, I don't know how that rule even applies, because when you own an initial public offering, you basically can't sell a stock for at least 30 days if you're an insider. This one, they were allowed to. So this stock, obviously, we'll look at Mara, we'll look at Riot, we'll look at all the blockchains. They're also taking a big hit. Remember, buy on rumor, sell at news, right? One thing I thought was really interesting that I found out about coin, I don't know if you guys know this. Last year, this stock was $100 million company. $100 million. It's a lot, right? You know what the valuation now is? $100 billion. And listen, congratulations to the people that work there. That's capitalism at its best. All right, you should be really ecstatic if you're working for a company like that, and all of a sudden, you probably became very wealthy overnight when that stock went public. But I'll tell you, I'm still like, the whole crypto thing. I'm just like, I just don't. I don't see any valuation. That's the only concern I have when I deal with these, when I hear about these things. These stocks, one thing, public companies, one thing, because I got to report. But that whole crypto, I'm still a little freaked out. I don't own any of it. I know Josh, I know Rich owns some of it. I don't know. I'd rather just buy the stock, but we'll see how coin should basically be a good staple of how that stock is basically going to be trading. Where do you buy dog coins? Well, listen, you know what makes me laugh? What's the other one that it was a joke? It was a cryptocurrency that was just literally somebody made it as a joke. What was it called? What's the name? Doji, something like that. Yeah, Doji. There you go. Like Doji crypto. I mean, like it was supposed to be like it's supposed to be like a joke, and actually it's at a valuation. So I don't know. I'd be really, really careful when it comes to stuff like that. I've been doing this for a long time, and I just know that I've seen penny stocks. I've seen great companies go. So, but the only thing I could tell you, and we learn this in trading, the longer it stays at that price, the harder it is to break it. Okay. Remember in class, I taught you about, building a building and pouring the cement. It's the same thing. If you keep pouring and pouring and pouring, that foundation gets thicker and thicker and thicker. And that's why when we see stocks go up really fast, they never build a support. They never really build a foundation. And that's why they come crashing twice as hard. So, yeah, I don't even know. I don't follow that. But Dino, I don't know. Is it Doji? I don't even know. Doji, whatever it is. Just I know it was made from what I heard, it was like someone just goofed up. Maybe I should start a cryptocurrency, right? It's funny. Back in the 90s, the big thing in the 90s was the internet stocks. Anything that had a .com at the end of it, if you were public, that thing just took off. You could own a bakery, okay, and had the word .com at the end of it. And that was like the biggest thing because the internet. So, I mean, maybe that's what's going to happen now with the cryptocurrencies, right? So the more that's out there, the better. You can start one at a penny, 2 pennies. Who knows? Maybe it'll go to $1. You make 100% of your money. Anyway, I'm not really doing that, though. I'm going to focus on what I'm doing here. I like to stick what I know. So anyway, let's go over through the watch list because there are a couple of stocks that are moving this morning. I got this MTSL that's moving. I'm not really sold on it. I mean, if you look what happened around 8 o'clock this morning, a lot of us got here around 7:30, ran from 5 to 5:50. It's holding here pretty strong. It looks okay. It's gapped up huge. I mean, it's up literally 92%, but she did test about 650 right around, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning was that. But who the hell trades at 3 o'clock in the morning? Sometimes I wonder, like, my system won't let me trade until like 7 in the morning. But apparently these stocks, obviously, maybe being overseas or whatever it is, but stock is trading a whole day long. But going off to another stock, we're going to check this one out. This one also, listen, good volume, 1.4 million shares. Yeah, those are the Robinhood guys, probably. EFOI, nice spread. It's up about 16%. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, really? I'm not really sold on it. You know what I mean? The MTSL, like I said, I don't know. I'm not really. That's the only one that I'm seeing that is pretty decent. There's a couple other ones. MTEX had a nice little pop right at the gate, and now she's holding here pretty strong. This stock obviously taking a very, very big hit from around $11. You can see it back in July. Started build some support levels around here around 2. I don't know. Maybe sometimes I like to see this like a bottom fish. It's built a big support level since December. This could probably make a little bit of a decent move. I'm going to keep an eye on EBON. EBON also, 8 o'clock this morning, ran from 410 to about 450. But you started to trend down now. You can see that. Good spread, good move. Another stock that went to $12. You can see it right here. Big move right here. Ran to 12. It's like building some support levels right here. Going back from December, going back to July. So it's the only thing I kind of like about this stock right here. Maybe just a little bit of a trend, a little bit of a bottom fish. And then obviously, let's just talk about the cryptocurrency stocks. You could see, let me turn it to a 2-day chart. You could see even a 3-day chart. You could see that these stocks really moved a lot. Stock was almost up to about 60. It's starting to go down. Look, it's down to 36, 38 almost. Really started to trend down a little bit. You can see that on the long-term chart. And you can see Riot also not looking too well. This was as high as 80. and you can see now it's starting to dwindle down. It looks like it's got, I don't know, maybe some supports around 40. Okay. The big news that all I want to also forgot to mention, there is a stocks that are moving, which is kind of weird, which I forgot to mention that we did trade yesterday, are gold stocks. Okay. Look at this, GOLD. Gold is obviously moving pretty well. You got gold, you got JNUG. I mean, look at JNUG. JNUG. I mean, this stock did pretty well. The only problem I didn't like JNUG, it's expensive. I mean, it's an ETF. You know our style of trading. We like to follow the money. It's kind of hard to kind of follow it on level 4. Okay, but that's why it's easy to trade the other stocks. But all these gold and the mining stocks are all moving. That I noticed right away. The mining stocks, the gold stocks, and they're still pushing pretty high. I don't know if that has something to do with, but by the way, this kills me though, not to change the subject, but could you believe that this thing was up at $1,000 during that crash? And then could you imagine holding that ETF? This is why I'm so petrified about ETFs. Okay. But when you look at that, you're like, $100 really sounds like a good buy, from when you see the stock was like 1,000, right? So I don't even think whatchamacallit, Bitcoin went up that much, obviously the reverse part of it. But I would keep an eye on metals and the mining stocks. I've seen that's obviously kind of making a big push. I don't know what the news is. I'm going to find out. I know some of you here in the trading room are big big gold guys. I know Grant, I know you do, but it's kind of, I'm finding a very, very interesting now they're all pretty much moving at the same price. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's the watch list, guys. We'll be back here at 2:30 for trade of the afternoon. I will be really careful about this morning. It is Friday. It's getting nicer outside. People are going to start want to get out. You're not going to see that much trading. I always find that when I look historically on my April runs, I don't really find that I always do great on April. You're starting that is the time where people start going to the springtime. Banks started coming out with their earnings. People starting to be relaxed. You're not going to get that volatility, even though the market is just broke all-time highs at 34,000. I don't know. I'm seeing really imbalances in the market. I'm not really seeing that much, of what's really making it go up and going down. But I'll be really careful, and specifically on your swing trades. Okay, just be very careful. If you're breaking those all-time lows, you might want to get out. Denver's got 4 inches of snow, Taz. Holy crap. Whew. Whatever. Climate change is hitting where you are. All right, guys. We'll be back. Cyber traders, don't forget, we'll start commentating at 9:35. If you're new here to Cyber Trade University, I know we had a lot of people that signed up yesterday. Please remember we told you, do not trade anything. You're only here to watch and see if other traders that we train, if they make money. Remember, trading's not for everybody. And if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook Live, if you ever want to join us, just like us, friend us, do a $9 trial, join us for a week. Worst thing can happen. You don't like it, we'll give you $9 back. But we just want to show you what you're getting yourself involved in before you do. It's all about surrounding yourself with a good team. Good luck, everyone. Be safe, and we'll see you back here at 2:30.